You can also have a seat. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Just a quick reminder, please turn off your cell phone or put it on vibrate. Thank you. So, thank you for being here today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Doug Shearer. I am married to Sheila, and we had the privilege of knowing Ben and Kaley as Kaley's uncle and aunt. We gather not in sorrow, but in love to celebrate the extraordinary lives of Benjamin Kipper and Kaley Stewart, two remarkable individuals who are not only partners in life, but also parents, friends, and inspirations to so many of us. Though they are no longer physically with us, their presence is deeply felt in every story, every memory, and every moment they shared with us all. Ben and Kaley lived their lives with a contagious enthusiasm that brightened every room they walked into. Their laughter, their kindness, and their love for one another was a constant reminder of what truly matters: love, family, and community. Together they built something beautiful, not just a home, but a legacy. A family and a love that will continue to grow in their children, Amelia and Aiden, who are their most precious gift. As we celebrate today, we remember not just the loss, but the love, the laughter, and the countless moments of joy that they gave us. We are here to honor the fullness of their lives, their love for each other, their care for their children, their strength, and their ability to make everyone around them feel seen, valued, and cherished. As we share our memories and reflections today, let us also remember the lessons they imparted to us through the way they lived: to love deeply, to live fully, and to always make time for the things that matter most. As we come together to celebrate the lives of Ben and Kaley, we are reminded of the many ways they touched each of our lives, with kindness, laughter, love, and the deep bonds they built with family and friends. First, we'll hear from Chris Waltz, who will deliver Ben's eulogy. Chris has been a lifelong friend of Ben's since they met in Chilliwack when they were very young, then attending high school together and eventually moving to Edmonton at the same time and living together as roommates. Following him, we'll hear from Tamara, who will be delivering Kaley's eulogy. Their friendship began in childhood and blossomed as they grew into adulthood. They shared many adventures together and navigated the journey of motherhood side by side. More than best friends, they were family. I invite Chris now to share Ben's eulogy. So you don't have to put microphones, they pick up very well.
These past few weeks, like many of you, I've had Ben on my mind. One thing that stands out in all of my memories of him is his laugh. It was so unique. Once he started laughing, it was impossible not to join in. Whenever I think of Ben, I can always hear him laughing. I first met Ben around middle school or high school, about 16 years ago in Chilliwack, BC. We hit it off right away, bonding over shared passion for computers and technology. I still remember us sitting in math class, half listening to the lesson, while talking about how profitable computers could be with a little bit of knowledge and effort. It wasn't long after we started fixing and modifying old Xboxes to resell for a profit. It was fun, but more importantly, Ben taught me something through it, not to be afraid to try something new and see where it leads. Ben had an ambitious spirit from a young age. I was talking with his dad, Dan, about this not long ago. Even as a kid, Ben would buy candy in bulk from Costco and sell it to other kids when they were all vacationing on Savory Island. And that didn't surprise me at all. It was just how Ben was wired. For a short time, he even started a small computer repair business tucked away in a grocery store out of Agassiz, BC. While that venture didn't plan out, I do believe it planted a seed. Ben wanted to build something of his own. High school brought another love into Ben's life, cars, especially car audio. Anytime someone in our friend group had subwoofers in their vehicle, there was no need to ask who installed them. It was Ben. You'd know he was just down the street the moment you heard a loud exhaust and a rattling license plate from the deep thump of bass coming from his trunk. Even into adulthood, Ben never lost his love for bass. Just last year at my bachelor party, I'm honestly still not sure how we didn't get kicked out of our campsite. Between his obnoxiously loud truck, the insanely powerful stereo system, and the generator he brought to keep his truck charged so he could keep using his insanely powerful stereo system into the night. It was classic Ben, keeping the music loud and the party full of life. Ben's passion for cars was more than just motor and bass. It was about freedom. I remember him picking us up in his parents' car, borrowed, possibly without permission, and maybe even before he had a license, just to take us on a McDonald's run at midnight. That was Ben, always pushing for independence and always ready for the next adventure. When Ben moved to Alberta with a group of us just after high school, we were all still kids, barely figuring out how to live on our own. If you had walked into our rental house back then, you'd see beer cans on the counter, a Coleman cooler used as a TV stand, the lingering smell of burnt food, and bongs laying around. But amid the chaos, we all shared the same mentality: work hard, play hard. And Ben really believed that. He'd often come home late after long shifts at Visions Electronics, only to spend the rest of his night doing side jobs, installing remote car starters in the freezing cold. I remember asking him to do a starter for me during a particularly cold week. He came up with the idea to use a heated underground parking lot to do the job, just so his hands wouldn't freeze. That was Ben, always finding a way, even if it wasn't conventional. I'll never forget the day Ben came home from work with a big grin on his face. I asked him what was so funny, and he just said, "I kind of got fired today for doing too many side jobs." For most, that would have been a devastating setback, but for Ben, it was a sign. It was time to set out on his own, and he did. Ben was always an entrepreneur at heart. If there was a deal to be made, he'd find it. I still remember him asking me one day, totally out of the blue, "Do you need any meat?" And I thought he was joking, so I asked what he meant, and he explained to me he had bought in boxes of frozen meat from someone in his alleyway. Ben did not live in a nice neighborhood at the time. I tried to convince him he should probably stick with buying meat from the grocery store, but he assured me it was still frozen and a great deal. And that was Ben, always about the hustle, always about the deal. Even with his closest friends, Ben would haggle over $10 on something, but then turn around and buy you $100 worth of paintballs or beers the same day. It was ingrained in him. So was his generosity towards his friends. Ben was always willing to help his friends, whether it was working on a car or driving 2 hours to pick a friend up, dog and all, because they had nowhere else to go and no one else to turn to. You could always count on Ben when you needed him the most. Despite how hard he worked, Ben always made time for his friends and the things he loved: cars, motorcycles, paintballs, or just sitting around having a few beers and, of course, smoking a little weed. One memory that sticks with me is a camping trip we took in Jasper. We were 19, completely unprepared, and not thinking everything in Jasper would be fully booked on a long weekend. And I remember pulling over to figure out what our next move was. And Ben, in his casual, carefree way, said, "Why don't we just park here and just walk into the forest?" Somehow that ridiculous idea turned into our plan. That night, I remember being especially paranoid about our food, in the fear of attracting bears. So Ben attempted to comfort me by saying, "If a bear comes, we'll just throw the food at it, run, and climb a tree. Bears are big and slow." Though his facts were way off, his spirit was unshakable. That was Ben. calm, confident, and always ready with a laugh with his unmistakable chuckle. Ben didn't let the world rattle him. He carried himself with a relaxed attitude, very easygoing, and was genuinely happy-go-lucky. In all the time I knew Ben, I can honestly say there were very few moments I ever saw him lose his cool. As time passed, his roots in Alberta grew deeper. He bought real estate, built a successful business from scratch, and most importantly, he found love. I still remember the first time he told me about Kaley. I could hear something new in his voice, excitement, maybe even a little awe. When I first met Kaley at the Street Performers Festival in Edmonton, it all made sense. Her smile was vibrant, infectious, and her personality, kind, warm, and bright, just like Ben's. They fit together perfectly. Even though I never got to know Kaley as deeply as I knew Ben, I saw immediately what she meant to him. In every chapter in his life, Ben was smart, determined, kind, hardworking, and hilarious. He was the guy you could always count on, the one who could find a solution to any problem or turn an ordinary moment into a story you'd remember for years. I believe when we are brought into this world, we are all given a special gift, a soul. The soul can be a difficult concept to understand, as it is not something you can physically see or touch. So I have started seeing it as a canvas. We are all given a blank canvas at the beginning of our lives, untouched and to be filled in by the decisions we make and the people we meet. It's people like Ben and Kaley who fill in these empty spaces. Every memory, a brushstroke. Motorcycle rides down the highway, camping with friends, hunting trips with the family, paintballing on the weekend, or wrenching on cars. All brushstrokes. It's these brushstrokes that bring colors into our lives. It's the gift they have given us. It clings to our soul, our canvases. It's something that cannot be taken away and we will always cherish. Though it feels like a door is closed and we must say goodbye to the ones we love, we will always carry that piece of our canvas painted by Ben and Kaley. And what they have painted in our lives is nothing short of beautiful.
Now, to present Kaley's eulogy, Tamara, will you come up? They'll pick your voice up wherever you're at.
Yeah, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here to honor and celebrate the life.
This one's a little high.
Yeah, sure. Second, okay. Trying to put Kaley into words feels impossible. She was fierce, funny, loyal, and strong. She wasn't just my best friend. Kaley was a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend to anyone who knew her. Kaley loved her children and adored Ben. Her kids brought light and happiness into her life, and with Ben, she found a love that made her feel at home. Kaley loved deeply. You could see it in the way she cared for her children and the family and friends she stood by and the dogs she rescued. Her bond with her family ran just as deep. She was a sister who showed up, whether it was teasing and laughing or standing through life's highs and lows. She had a special way of making everyone feel like they mattered. To Ryan and Audrey, thank you for raising someone so full of compassion and fire. And to Anna, thank you for being another anchor of love and support in Kaley's life. She treasured all of you. Losing Kaley leaves a space that can't be filled. She was more than a best friend. She was chosen family. But I know I wasn't the only one who felt that way. The love she gave and the memories she left us with, they're stitched into our lives. Her legacy lives on in her children and the bond between her family and the lessons she taught us about love and loyalty. So let's carry her forward, not just in our sadness, but in how we live. Let's be bold like Kaley. Let's love fiercely, laugh loudly, and hold our people close. Kaley, thank you for everything. We miss you, we love you, and we will never forget you. And that's it. So.
As we continue to honor the lives of Ben and Kaley, we're reminded of the beautiful moments they shared with us, the laughter, the milestones, the love. To help us reflect on their incredible journey together, we prepared a tribute slideshow. We hope it brings comfort and reminds us of all the lasting impact they made.
bad. Let them slip away from us when things got bad. Clearly I first saw you smiling in the sun. Wanna feel your warmth upon me. Wanna be the one. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for memories. I'm so tired, I can't sleep. Standing on the edge of something much too deep. It's funny how it feels so much, you cannot say a word. We are screaming inside, oh, we can't be heard. And I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. So afraid to love you, more afraid to lose. Clinging to a past that doesn't let me choose. Where once there was a darkness, a deep and endless night. You gave me everything you had, oh, you gave me life. And I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by. Weep not for the memories. Weep not for the memories.
Early morning, there's a message on my phone. It's my mother saying, darling, please come home. I fear the worst, but how could you leave us all behind? There's so much to say, but there's so little time. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye when I couldn't? You always saw the best in me. Right or wrong, you were always on my inside, but I'm scared of what life without you's like. And I saw the way she looked into your eyes. And I promise if you go, I will make sure she's alright. So how do I say goodbye? Someone who's been with me for my whole damn life. You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. See your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? And there's no way you could ever let me down. Gonna steal some time and start again. You'll always be my closest friend. And someday we're gonna make it out. Just hold the light. Just hold the light high, high. So how do I say goodbye to someone who's been with me for my whole damn life? You gave me my name and the color of your eyes. I see your face when I look at mine. So how do I say goodbye? So how do I say goodbye?
You ready? Okay, Amelia's going to come up and say a few words.
Mike.
So you might want to stand. Yeah, you're good there.
Hi everyone, my name is Amelia and I'm 11 years old. Today isn't just about saying goodbye, it's about celebrating the two people that made life so full of fun and love. Mom and Dad weren't just my parents, they were my heroes. The best parents anyone can ask for. They filled our lives with adventures and joy. We played, laughed, explored, and made memories I will never forget. From soccer games to playgrounds to road trips to going for a hike. They were always right there with us, cheering us on and making the moment feel special. My dad loved playing video games with Aiden, and they always had fun. It was their thing. I loved when my dad took me drifting every Thursday while Mom watched from the stands. I'll keep helping Aiden remember the things they taught us, like being kind, strong, and never being afraid to try something new. I will always remember you in my heart, Mom, Dad, and Haven.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Amelia. Thank you. Now, I'd like to open up the floor to anyone who wishes to come forward and share a memory or thought about Ben and Kaley, whether it's a funny story, a heartfelt moment, or something that made them special to you. We understand that sharing can be emotional, so please take your time. And if you're not quite ready to speak aloud, know that you can always share your memories privately with those around you. If you'd like to come up, please feel free to do so now. There's no pressure, but we'd love to hear from those who feel ready to share.
Hello everyone. I have so many beautiful memories with Kaley that I will carry forever in my heart. I had the privilege of being there during some of the most important moments in her life, especially when her two beautiful children, Amelia and Aidan, were born. She gave me the honor of being part of her journey in so many meaningful ways. Just last week, as we were trying to find a simple way to explain all of this to Aidan, He showed such a pride and joy. On behalf of my grandson, Aiden, I want to thank you everyone for being here today to celebrate their lives. Kaley and Ben. It means so much to see a lot of faces who love them and were touched by the beautiful spirits. Thank you, Ben, for everything you did for this family. I will be eternally grateful to you. Thank you, Kaley, for giving me the gift of being the proudest grandmother. In this deeply and emotional moment, I honor, respect, and celebrate your life. And we will make sure your children always know how deeply they were loved and always will be. Thank you, everyone.
Is there anyone else that would like to share anything at this time? Dan had asked if he could come up and speak, so Dan, come on up.
Hi, everybody. What do you say to a son who as a child was stubborn and strong-willed to get his own way, and usually did, but you knew this was a trait that would get him far in life? What do you say to a son who was ahead of his time from a young age, who was fiercely independent and couldn't wait to be on his own to strike out in the world? What do you say to a son who you were proud of from afar and said that to him at every opportunity, knowing that in his own way he appreciated those moments we shared together? What do you say to a son whose entrepreneurial spirit was evident at a very young age when he sold the cookies that his mom had just baked to the neighborhood kids playing football in the backyard? What do you say to a son who you remember as a small child always wanting to be sitting atop your shoulders because he complained his legs were tired, but you didn't mind because it was just another way to be close to him? What do you say to a son who grew up in the shadow of his big brother, who he adored, yet forged his own path in life on his own terms? What do you say to a son who is a generous and caring friend who would give you the shirt off his back and was always there for you when you needed it? What do you say to a son whose friends talk about you with admiration and respect for your honesty and hard work and feel honored to have been a small part of your life? What do you say to a son who is interested in electronics, fast cars, and motorcycles from a very young age that carried on throughout his life? What do you say to a son who loved dogs from the moment he could walk and always surrounded himself by them? What do you say to a son who you watched evolve from a young man to a mature young adult who loved his fiancée Kaley and kids Amelia and Aiden, and grew more and more comfortable in the role of a partner and father? what do you say? There's so much to say, but it still wouldn't be enough to capture all that we know and feel about you, Ben. But I want to say to you, Ben, as your father, who loves you very much, that I'm proud of you and you will be greatly missed. You have made a mark in this world that has impacted all of us, that will carry on forever. You will be missed. You are missed. But I believe you are already onto your next big adventure, swinging that next big deal. Fly high, Benjamini. There's nothing holding you back now. I just want to finish by saying a thank you to all of you who are here today and those joining us online for all your thoughts, prayers, and messages and thoughtful gestures over this past month. It has helped immensely and gives our families the strength we need to carry on. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Very nice. As we near the end of today's celebration of life for Ben and Kaley, I want to say thank you once again to everyone here. Your love and presence have truly made this a beautiful tribute to two amazing people. To offer their closing remarks and a word of thanks, I now invite Kaley's sisters, Sarah and Candace, to come forward and speak on behalf of the families. So the mics are fine.
You want me to start? No, I got it. Okay. All right. On behalf of the families, thank you all for being here today. Sorry. Your presence, your stories, and your prayers have brought light into a very difficult time for us. It means more than we can express that so many of you came to honor and celebrate Ben and Kaley's life. Losing them has left an ache we'll carry forever, but today has reminded us just how much love they left behind. We felt that love in every hug, every story, every tear, and every kind word. We want to especially thank each of you who have been there for their children through this incredibly difficult time. Whether you've helped in a big way or small ones, you've shown up, and that has made all the difference. They say it takes a village, but you don't truly understand what that means till you go through something like this. In these past weeks, we've seen that village come to life. You've wrapped Amelia and Aiden in care and compassion. You've held space for their grief while helping them hold on to hope. For that, we are more grateful than words can express. As we say goodbye today, we carry Ben and Kaley with us in our hearts, in our memories, and in the ways we continue to show up for each other. Thank you for honoring them, loving them, and walking beside us in this journey of grief and healing. Before I close, I want to take a moment to speak directly to Amelia and Aiden. Thank you for being brave, for carrying the light of your parents in your hearts, and for reminding all of us of what true love looks like. Your mom and dad loved you more than anything in this world, and that love will always be with you. Though we cannot take away the pain, we can promise you this: you are not alone. You are surrounded by people who will walk beside you, support you, and help carry their memory forward in all days ahead. Your parents made the world a better place with their love and kindness, and through you, They'll always be with us. We love you so much and we'll always be here for you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Sarah and Candace. And as we continue to honor Ben and Kaley's life, we now invite you to join us for the luncheon. Thank you for being with us here today. And following the luncheon, some folks are going to be gathering at Route 39 for more memories and sharing. So, thank you, everyone.